It was just another ordinary night, nothing out of the ordinary. My wife felt the call of nature and headed to the bathroom. But the moment she pushed the door open, she saw it. Something was moving inside the toilet bowl. She froze, her heart pounding in her chest. Gathering a sliver of courage, she leaned in for a closer look, and that's when the thing inside suddenly lunged. Her legs gave out from under her, and she collapsed, fainting right there on the cold tile floor. I heard the thud and rushed in to find her unconscious. After dragging her to safety, I frantically dialed for help. The community security guard was the first to arrive. "What's going on?" he asked, breathless. I could only point a trembling finger towards the toilet and stammer, There's something in there." He cautiously peered into the bowl, and instantly, all the color drained from his face. His knees buckled, and he crumpled to the ground right next to my wife. What in the world could be in that toilet? It was a night like any other. The wife woke up, needing to use the bathroom. But as she opened the door, a flicker of movement from inside the toilet caught her eye. She froze. What was that? Taking a hesitant step closer, she peered into the bowl. Suddenly, the thing inside lunged. A wave of terror washed over her, her knees buckled, and she crumpled to the floor, unconscious. Her husband heard the thud and rushed in. Seeing his wife on the ground, he dragged her to safety and frantically called for help. Soon, a security guard arrived. "What's going on?" he asked, breathless. The husband, pale and trembling, just pointed at the toilet and whispered, "There's something in there." The guard cautiously approached, leaned over, and looked inside. His face went white, his legs gave out, and he collapsed right next to the husband. What could possibly be in that toilet? Follow to find out what happens next. The husband screamed, "Don't touch it!" But the officers just laughed it off. They pulled out their phones and started recording, probably thinking it would make a great viral video. But then, in a flash, the creature lunged. The three officers tried to restrain it, but they were no match for its raw power. It gripped their arms with incredible force and just as quickly let them go, almost as if it were toying with them, enjoying their fear. But the game was over. In the next horrifying moment, the creature leaped onto the larger officer. With a sickening crack, it twisted his head, and he dropped to the floor. Panic erupted. Everyone scrambled for their lives, screaming and tripping over each other. Just as suddenly as it appeared, the monster slipped back into the toilet. The chaos subsided, leaving only a deafening silence and the chilling presence of absolute terror. The security guard at the gate stood eerily still, completely motionless. But the chilling reality was that the monster had already claimed his life. The captain, desperate, tried to call for backup, but the phone line was dead, no signal. In a fit of frustration, he hurled the phone into the toilet. But just a second later, the very same phone came flying back out, lodging itself firmly in the bathroom door. And that was just the beginning. The dead security guard's body began to twitch and move. His fingernails elongated, sharpening into deadly claws. Suddenly, one of the injured officers convulsed, vomiting a stream of thick black blood. The terrifying truth dawned on all of them. It was only a matter of time before they all turned into walking corpses, joining the ranks of the undead. If you enjoy this kind of thrilling story, make sure to like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. Wei, quick on his feet, hatched a desperate plan. He mixed a disinfectant with an acid cleaner, and a cloud of corrosive smoke filled the air, giving them a sliver of hope. Just then, his wife's eyes fluttered open. But instead of relief, her face contorted in terror. "The monster! It's still alive!" she screamed. Wei snatched a lighter from a fallen officer's pocket, but the creature was on him in a flash. In a heroic move, his wife grabbed the lighter from its grasp and flicked it on. The monster ignited, quickly turning into a pile of ash. At that exact moment, the phone exploded, blasting the door wide open. But their relief was short-lived. Outside, a horde of identical monsters awaited them. Without a second thought, the couple grabbed anything flammable, setting a path of fire as they fought for their lives. When Wei opened his eyes again, he found himself lying in a hospital bed. The crisp white sheets felt foreign against his skin, and the rhythmic beep of the heart monitor was the only sound. At first. He tried to sit up, a dull ache throbbing in his head. That's when he heard it. A faint whisper from the dark corner of the room, from behind the flimsy toilet curtain. A chilling, guttural sound. Wei's blood ran cold. He thought the nightmare was over, that he had escaped. But as the sound grew louder, a horrifying realization dawned on him. This wasn't the end of his story. It was just the beginning of the next terrifying chapter. If you want to know what happens next, make sure to follow and subscribe for part 2. Thanks for watching.